Los Angeles, the city of dreams, is also a city of ghosts. For every star on the Walk of Fame, there's a forgotten story lingering in the shadows. Tonight, we're looking at one of those stories, the final, silent broadcast of Emily Reyes. Cut to vibrant, energetic footage of a young woman, Emily Reyes, talking to her phone. Emily, just 28, was a rising star in the world of online true crime. Her channel, LA Uncovered, wasn't just popular, it was a phenomenon. She took her followers into the forgotten corners of the city, places where history had a dark side. Her energy was infectious, her research meticulous. She made the past feel present. Show snippets of Emily's past live streams exploring old buildings, pointing out details. On October 26th, she announced her most ambitious stream yet. The Orpheum Annex, a magnificent 1930s theater, shuttered and decaying since 1956. The official story was a fire, but the legends, the stories Emily loved, spoke of something more. A dancer, Isabella, who died mid-performance, her final bow taken in flames. Locals claimed the place was haunted, that you could still hear music from the empty stage. Show a shot of the derelict Orpheum Annex exterior, then cut to Emily inside, setting up her gear. That night, over 20,000 people tuned in live. The energy was electric. Emily was in her element, weaving through dusty aisles, her voice echoing in the vast, empty space. She set up her main camera, her GoPros, her phone a multi-angle view, into a place no one had seen in decades. Show a recreation of her livestream view, with a scrolling chat feed on the side. "All right, chat, you ready for this?" she said, her smile beaming. The comments flooded in. "Let's go, Em. Be careful. Find Isabella." The usual mix of excitement and playful warnings. But then, things started to get strange. It began subtly. A glitch in the chat. A username, Shadow Watcher, appeared. Then again, and again. Then another user, Echo7, their messages repeating in an unnerving loop. The recreated chat feed shows the glitching messages. "She's not alone. She's not alone. She's not alone." Then, a new one. "Behind you." Over and over. Emily, a seasoned streamer, laughed it off. "Okay, trolls, I see you," she said, glancing over her shoulder with a theatrical shiver. "Nice try, but you'll have to do better than that." The chat continued, its glitchy, repetitive warnings. Emily's smile faltered slightly, but she pushed on, focusing on the history, pointing her camera toward the decaying grand stage. She was a professional, refusing to be rattled. But then came the moment that turned playful fear into something real. A new message appeared in the chat. The username was familiar. It was hers. Ellen Covett. The profile picture was hers. And the message, typed in all caps, was a single, chilling word she didn't write. "Help." Her laughter caught in her throat. She stared at her phone, her face draining of color. That's not me," she stammered, holding the phone up to the main camera, her hand trembling. "Guys, I'm not typing that. What is going on?" Another message from her account appeared. "Get out." The stream's 20,000 viewers watched, live. As the host of the ghost hunt became the one being haunted, the trolls were silent now. The chat was a flood of panicked questions. "Emily, what's happening? Is someone with you? This isn't a joke, is it?" The digital world she commanded had turned against her, and she was just getting started. The real silence was yet to come. For all my new explorers here, I'm Emily, and tonight, we're going somewhere truly special. We're live from Los Angeles, right outside the legendary Orpheum Theater. Now this isn't just any old theater. This place has a story that will send chills down your spine. They say it's haunted, but you know me, I don't believe in ghosts. I believe in history. And tonight, we're going to uncover it, live. For those who don't know the tale, back in 1952, the Orpheum was home to a star dancer named Eleanor Vance. She was the talk of the town, an absolute sensation. But during her final performance, a catastrophic fire broke out backstage. It was chaos. The official story is that everyone escaped, but Eleanor, she was never seen again. Some say she perished in the flames, others whisper she simply vanished. And ever since that night, people have reported strange occurrences, flickering lights, disembodied whispers, and the faint sound of music when the theater is empty. Tonight, we're going to find out if there is any truth to the legend of the silent star. I've got my gear, my courage, and all of you along for the ride. Let's do this. The doors are locked, but I found a way in around the back. Time to see what secrets the Orpheum is hiding. Scene shifts to a first-person view from Emily's camera as she slips through a side entrance. The audio is now just her breathing and footsteps echoing in the dark. Okay, we're in. Wow, it's even bigger than I imagined. Look at this place. The velvet on these seats is completely decayed. You can smell the history, the dust, and the decay. It's absolutely silent in here. The air is so heavy, so still. It feels like the entire building is holding its breath. Let me get my main light on. There we go. Look at that stage. Can you imagine the performances that happened right there? The applause, the energy? Now it's just empty. The chat is already going wild. Be careful, Emily. Don't go alone. Guys, I'm never alone. I've got all of you with me. We're a team. Now, the legend says most of the paranormal activity happens backstage, where the fire started. So, that's exactly where we're headed. We're going to the heart of the story. This is the part that always gets my adrenaline pumping. You never know what you'll find behind the curtain. It feels like stepping into another time. Every creak of these floorboards tells a story. Let's see what story they have for us tonight. Emily walks onto the stage, her footsteps echoing loudly. She turns her camera to show the vast, empty auditorium. Standing on the stage now, this is Eleanor's view. Imagine looking out at 1,000 faces, all watching you. It must have been incredible, but we're here to see her world backstage. Let's head through this wing. The air is getting colder back here. Definitely a noticeable temperature drop. Classic sign? Right. Or just a drafty old building. You guys can be the judge. She enters the backstage area. It's a maze of ropes, dusty props, and corridors. Okay, backstage. This is where the fire was at its worst. You can still see the scorch marks on the walls. Look at this. It's a costume rack. Most of it is just ash. But wait, check this out. It's a dancer's dress. It's half burned, but you can still see the sequins. This must have been from that night. It's so fragile, like a ghost itself. It feels wrong to even touch it. Over here, a dressing room. Her dressing room. Maybe. There's an old mirror on the wall. It's cracked right down the middle, splintering the reflection into a spiderweb. Let me get a closer look. Okay? This is weird. I'm moving, but my reflection. Wait, hold on. My reflection in the mirror. It's not moving. It's just standing there, staring back at me. No, it's just a trick of the light. The crack in the glass? It has to be. Let me try again. I'm waving my hand, and the reflection is completely still. Okay? That's genuinely unsettling. My heart is pounding. Let me check the stream. What are you guys seeing? Whoa, the view count just shot up to 100,000. What is going on? The comments are flying in so fast I can barely read them. We can see her. She's behind you. Don't turn around. What are you guys talking about? There's no one here. I'm alone. You're trying to freak me out, right? Very funny. Wait, do you hear that? Listen, it's music. Very faint. A piano. It's the same melody they said Eleanor used to dance to. Where is that coming from? It sounds like it's coming from the stage. My camera, it's moving on its own. The gimbal is panning towards the stage curtain. I'm not doing this. I swear. It's like something is guiding it. There's a shape. There's a figure standing behind the curtain. I can see a silhouette. Is someone in here with me? Hello? Who's there? Okay, that's it. I have to see who that is. This isn't funny anymore. I'm pulling back the curtain. 1, 2, 3. There's nothing. There's nothing here. The stage is empty. The music stopped. Did you all see that? Tell me you saw that silhouette. The chat. What? You're all typing the same thing. Check your second camera. What do you mean? My backup cam. I have it set up on a tripod on the other side of the stage, pointing back at me for a different angle. Let me pull up the feed on my phone. She looks at her phone, and her face drains of all color. No, that's impossible. On the backup camera feed, it's me, or my reflection, the one from the mirror. It's standing center stage, and it's waving at the empty auditorium. Its smile is too wide. Its eyes are black holes. It's not me. The feed is glitching. My main camera is flickering. The lights in the theater are starting to strobe on and off, one by one, faster and faster. The music is back, but it's not a gentle piano anymore. It's a distorted, deafening orchestra, coming from all directions. The chat is just a waterfall of pure panic. Get out, Emily. It's her. Run. I can't. I'm trying to move, but I feel so cold, so heavy. It's like my feet are glued to the floor. My breath is fogging in front of my face. The figure on my phone screen, it's turning its head. It's looking right at the backup camera, right at me. It's walking off the stage now, into the wings. In my direction, I can hear footsteps. Not mine. They're light, delicate, like a dancer's shoes on the wooden floor. They're getting closer. The temperature is dropping. I can't feel my fingers. The camera light is dying. I can't see. Sound of a soft feminine whisper directly into the microphone. My turn to dance. The main camera feed suddenly cuts to static. The screen is black for a few seconds. Then, the backup camera feed comes online. The view is from the tripod, looking across the stage. Emily is standing center stage, perfectly still, facing the empty seats. She slowly raises her arms into a dancer's pose. Her movements are graceful, but unnatural, like a puppet on strings. Her face is blank, her eyes wide and unseeing. She begins to dance, a slow, hauntingly beautiful performance for an audience of ghosts. The distorted music swells. The live stream continues, but Emily never speaks again. The view count continues to climb. Silence for a moment, then the music fades out, leaving only the sound of static. What happened to Emily Johnson? That's the question that haunted the internet after her popular urban exploration stream went silent. 1 minute, she was live from the abandoned Linda Vista Hospital in Los Angeles. Her viewers captivated by the eerie decaying halls. The next, she was gone. Let us rewind and break down the chilling final moments of that broadcast and the disturbing discovery that followed. Emily had been exploring the old hospital for over an hour. She was a pro, navigating the dark corridors with a mix of humor and genuine curiosity. But as she reached the old surgical ward, the mood shifted. Her equipment started malfunctioning, a common occurrence in her line of work, but this felt different. Shadows seemed to move on their own, and faint, indecipherable whispers echoed through her headphones, whispers her viewers couldn't hear. She laughed it off, blaming the old building's acoustics, but a subtle tremor in her voice betrayed her growing unease. The real terror began when she entered the morgue. The air grew heavy, thick with a silence that felt unnatural. Suddenly, a loud bang echoed from the far end of the room. Emily jumped, her light scanning the darkness. Nothing. She tried to make a joke, her voice strained, but then another sound. Closer this time, like a drawer sliding open. Her chat was going wild, some egging her on, others begging her to leave. She took a deep breath, her bravado fading fast. "Okay guys, I think that's enough for tonight," she stammered, turning back the way she came. But the door she'd entered through was now closed. She pushed, it wouldn't budge. Panic started to set in. "It's stuck," she said, her voice barely a whisper. She threw her shoulder against it, again and again. Nothing. Her breathing became ragged, her fear palpable. It was no longer a performance for her audience. It was real. Her viewers watched, helpless, as the camera feed began to glitch, flickering between her front-facing camera and the back camera, as if someone else was controlling the stream. The angles were jarring, disorienting. Then, for the last few seconds of the live broadcast, everything went completely silent. No sound, no movement. The feed locked onto Emily's face, her eyes wide with a terror that went beyond fear. She was staring directly into the lens, but it felt like she was looking through it, at something behind it. Then, just as suddenly as it began, the stream cut to static. It was over. The next morning, authorities found her phone propped up in the morgue, its battery completely dead. But the recording saved to the streaming platform's servers told a different story. It was 2 minutes longer than what her viewers had seen. In those final unbroadcasted moments, after the screen went black for everyone else, the recording continued. The camera panned down from Emily's frozen, terrified face to the cold, tiled floor. And then, a new voice emerged from the silence, a chilling, raspy whisper that seemed to come from right behind the camera. It said, "Your turn to perform." Emily Johnson was never seen again. The investigation into what happened to Emily hit a wall. For weeks, the online world was filled with theories, tributes, and a lingering sense of unease. Her channel Whispers in the Static remained untouched, a digital monument to a mystery that seemed destined to go unsolved. Then, 1 month after Emily's final, chilling broadcast, something strange happened. A new YouTube channel materialized. The name, Whispers in the Static, the logo, the exact same grainy, distorted microphone. It was a perfect replica of Emily's original channel. Curiosity and a sense of dread spread like wildfire through the communities that had followed her. Was it a tasteless copycat, a tribute, or something else entirely? The first livestream from the new channel was scheduled for 3:33 a.m. Thousands tuned in, their screens filled with nothing but the familiar, buzzing static. There was no desk, no empty chair, no flickering lights, just the hum. But as people listened, turning their volume all the way up, a new wave of horror washed over them. Faintly, almost imperceptibly, nestled between the crackles and hisses of the static, they could hear it, a soft, rhythmic sound, the sound of breathing. Night after night, the channel goes live at exactly 3:33 a.m. The broadcast lasts for precisely 1 hour before cutting out. And every single time, those who dare to listen closely report the same thing. They can still hear Emily breathing. It's as if she's still there, on the other side of the screen, trapped somewhere within the static. Her voice may be gone, but her presence lingers, a ghost in the machine, forever whispering into the digital void. What do you think is happening? Is this a cruel hoax, or has Emily's last broadcast left a permanent echo on the internet? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed diving into mysteries like this, be sure to like and subscribe for more. Stay safe out there.